Part 1. My ancestors blessed me with health, wealth, and purpose. 1. The ancestral light awakens in you. As you close your eyes, you sense a warm glow rising from beneath your feet, like golden sunlight stored deep within the earth. You imagine roots extending from your heels, reaching downward into ancient soil, traveling through layers of time, memory, and wisdom. You feel connected to something far older than your physical form, a lineage of strength that pulses with the power of thousands who came before you. Their breath becomes your breath. Their determination becomes your determination. As the light rises, you whisper to yourself, I am the expression of generations who overcame, achieved, and expanded. You feel the glow move upward, filling your legs, spine, heart, and face, until you stand completely illuminated from within. You sense your ancestors surrounding you, not as shadows or spirits, but as echoes of love, as the guidance encoded within your blood. They speak to you without words, reminding you that you were never dropped into this world alone. You inherited not only life, but the force that sustains it. You inherited their brilliance, their endurance, their vision, and their dreams. In this golden light, you affirm, I am walking with the power of my ancestors. I am supported by their victories and fortified by their wisdom. I am chosen to continue the story they began. As you breathe in, the light expands. You see paths opening around you, paths of abundance, health, purpose, and clarity. You realize these paths are not new. They were carved long ago by those who walked before you. You were born into a legacy of potential that awakens every time you affirm who you are becoming. You feel every cell of your body vibrating with the understanding that you are not limited by anything behind you. Instead, you are carried by it. With this awareness, you declare, I am the living continuation of greatness. I am aligned with ancient power. I am blessed, guided, and uplifted by the lineage that walks with me. And as the visualization softens, you remain wrapped in the warmth of their eternal light. Two, the river of inherited wealth flows through you. You stand before a wide, shimmering river. The water is golden, flowing with the richness of time, wisdom, skill, and opportunity. This is not ordinary water. This is your ancestral river. It represents everything your lineage learned, created, mastered, and preserved. You walk to the riverbank and kneel, touching the surface. The moment your fingers meet the water, waves of abundance surge through your body. This abundance is not merely financial. It is the wealth of knowledge, insight, intuition, creativity, and resilience. It is the wealth of understanding what to do, when to do it, and how to move with confidence. It is the wealth of discipline, self-trust, and strategic thinking. It is the wealth of being deeply rooted in your identity and purpose. You feel it flowing from the river into your palms, up your arms, and into your heart. You breathe deeply and affirm, I am connected to an infinite source of ancestral wealth. I am open to receive. I am worthy of abundance. I am the inheritor of prosperity, growth, and success. As you stand, the river rises, not to overwhelm you but to lift you. It carries you effortlessly, as if the current knows exactly where you're meant to go. You lean into the flow, trusting it because it is made of your own lineage. It has shaped countless generations, and now it shapes you, guiding you into the life you were always intended to claim. You allow the current to carry you forward. With each moment, you feel your mindset elevate, your confidence deepen, and your energy align with prosperity. You understand that abundance is not something you chase, it is something you embody. You affirm again, I am wealth. I am abundance. I am aligned with the flow of prosperity that was designed specifically for me. As the river gently returns you to the shore, you feel renewed, clear, expanded, and empowered. 3. Your ancestors strengthen your body and health. You imagine yourself standing in a lush forest glowing with emerald light. Sunbeams scatter through the leaves and land on your skin like warm assurances. You inhale deeply, and the air is rich with vitality. The kind of vitality that comes from ancient knowledge of survival, healing, and regeneration. The forest represents your genetic memory, the blueprint your ancestors passed to you for strength, endurance, and balance. You place your hand over your heart and feel it beating steadily. You sense not one heartbeat but thousands layered within it, generations of rhythm, all converging into your chest. Their health, their resilience, their instinct to thrive pulses through you. You affirm, I am the living result of generations who survived, healed, and adapted. My body knows how to restore itself. My cells know how to renew themselves. My energy knows how to flourish. The forest shifts gently, and you see herbal plants growing at your feet, remedies your ancestors used to strengthen their bodies. You sense that same natural intelligence awakening within your own system. You feel harmony aligning in your muscles, clarity forming in your mind, and vitality filling your lungs. Every breath recharges you, reminding you that health is not foreign to you. It is your default setting. A soft wind passes, carrying the voices of your lineage. They whisper encouragement, gratitude, and pride. You feel supported, protected, and energized. You say with conviction, I am healthy. I am strong. I am vibrant. My ancient lineage empowers my body to operate at its highest potential. The forest light expands, becoming brighter, and you step forward with renewed wellness and clarity. Four, the path of purpose opens before you. You find yourself standing at the beginning of an illuminated path that stretches into the horizon. This is the path of your purpose, the reason your ancestors survived, sacrificed, and pushed forward. The ground beneath you glows gently, guiding your steps. You sense that every choice you've made has led you to this exact moment, perfectly aligned with your destiny. You breathe deeply and feel a powerful presence behind you, generations of ancestors standing in unity, forming a wall of support. They are not here to hold you back, but to propel you forward. Their energy lifts your spine, straightens your posture, and fills you with certainty. You affirm, I am walking my true path. I am guided by divine ancestral wisdom. I am aligned with my sacred purpose. A soft light appears in the sky, representing the clarity you've been seeking. As it descends, it enters your mind, illuminating your thoughts, your ideas, and your understanding of your mission. The fog clears. Confusion disappears. You know who you are. You know why you're here. You know what you're becoming. You feel an unstoppable force rising within you. The realization that purpose is not something you must search for endlessly. It is something that already lives within you, waiting to be recognized. You walk forward on the glowing path, each step proving your readiness. You declare, I am purpose in motion. I am clarity in human form. I am the chosen continuation of my ancient lineage's greatest dreams. The path expands beneath your feet, becoming wider, brighter, and more certain. Five, claiming the blessings of your lineage. You stand on a mountaintop overlooking a vast horizon. The sky is painted with dawn colors, soft golds, warm reds, and deep blues. You feel the wind embrace you, not as a breeze, but as a presence carrying the blessings of your ancestors. Around you, pillars of light rise from the ground, each one representing a blessing: health, wealth, love, purpose, protection, wisdom, creativity, intuition, opportunity, and expansion. You walk toward the first pillar and place your hand inside the light. Instantly, warmth fills your entire being. You feel the blessing absorb into your body, weaving into your energy field. You affirm, I am receiving the blessings designed for me. I am open. I am worthy. I am ready. You move to the next pillar, and as your hand touches the light, you feel your mindset transform. Limitations fall away. Fear dissolves. Doubt loosens its grip. You breathe deeply and declare, I am prepared to carry the blessings of my lineage with honor, confidence, and gratitude. One by one, you touch each pillar until you are glowing with the combined energy of all 10 blessings. You realize that none of these blessings are new. They were always meant for you. They were passed down through generations, waiting for you to claim them consciously. Standing in the radiant light, you speak with conviction. I am blessed beyond measure. I am aligned with abundance. I am ready to take my rightful place in the world. My ancestors blessed me with health, wealth, and purpose, and I accept these blessings fully. You feel the mountaintop shift into sunrise, signaling a new beginning for your life. Six. The ancient shield of protection surrounds you. You stand within a vast circle etched into the ground, glowing with a soft, golden fire. This ancient symbol has no beginning and no end. It represents the unbroken strength of your lineage. As you step into the center, you feel an immediate shift, a calmness, a grounded certainty that nothing meant to harm you can cross this boundary. The circle responds to your presence, expanding slightly to match your energy, forming a protective shield around you. You breathe deeply and notice figures appearing just beyond the glow. Not physical forms, but silhouettes made of shimmering light. These are your ancestral guardians, standing in a protective ring around your shield. Their presence is not heavy or intimidating. It is comforting. Their energy feels familiar, like the echo of wisdom you felt in moments of intuition, instinct, or sudden clarity that seemed to come from nowhere. Now you understand. Those moments came from them. A warm breeze moves through the circle, carrying their reassurance. You hear no words, yet you feel the message clearly. You are protected. You are watched over. You are never alone. The warmth fills your chest and spreads through your body like a nurturing embrace. You place your right hand over your heart and affirm, I am divinely protected. My ancestors stand with me. Their strength shields my body, my mind, my spirit, and my path. Beyond the circle, you notice shadows representing past fears, doubts, and negative energies trying to approach. But each time they reach the boundary, they dissolve into light. The shield transforms anything that does not belong to you. It turns fear into wisdom. It turns doubt into clarity. It turns negativity into fuel for your growth. You feel your posture shift. You stand taller, more confident. You understand now that nothing is stronger than the ancestral strength supporting you. You affirm again, I am surrounded by ancient protection. I am guided by divine resilience. I am safe, secure, and unshakable. The glow intensifies, and the shield becomes a permanent part of your energy field, following you wherever you walk. Seven. The ancestral winds of inspiration fill your creativity. You find yourself on a cliff overlooking a vast landscape of skies shifting with magnificent colors, purples, blues, golds, and vivid reds. The sky is alive, swirling with movement, like a canvas being painted in real time. You sense that this is the realm of creative inspiration, the place where ideas are born, shaped, and carried into the world. As you step closer to the cliff's edge, a wind begins to rise. It is not harsh. It is soft, warm, and uplifting. The wind carries whispers, ancient melodies, fragments of stories, symbols, rhythms, and visions from those who created before you. You feel it brushing against your face, flowing through your hair, and entering your mind like fresh oxygen. You inhale, and with that inhale you feel your creativity open like a blooming flower. Your imagination expands. Ideas that once felt distant now rise with ease. You see yourself bringing projects to life, expressing your gifts, and tapping into levels of creativity you never knew you possessed. You sense your ancestors smiling, recognizing themselves in your gifts. You affirm, I am inspired. I am creative. I am filled with the ancient genius of my lineage. The wind becomes brighter, shimmering with golden particles. Each particle represents insight, a solution, an idea, a breakthrough. As the particles touch your skin, you feel your creativity deepen. You realize that your ability to create is inherited. It comes from a long line of thinkers, artists, builders, healers, and visionaries. Your creativity is not random. It is ancestral. It is your birthright. You breathe deeply and declare, I am a vessel of divine inspiration. My ancestors channel their brilliance through me. Everything I create carries ancient power and modern purpose. You watch as the wind gently wraps around you like a supportive embrace, leaving you glowing with renewed artistic energy. You step into the legacy of leadership. You are standing before a massive doorway carved into stone, towering high and decorated with intricate symbols representing different virtues: courage, patience, wisdom, integrity, and vision. This doorway leads into the Hall of Leadership, a sacred place only open to those ready to carry the legacy of their lineage. As you approach, the stone panels slide open on their own, recognizing your readiness. Inside, the hall is illuminated with tall flames that burn without smoke. Each flame represents a different ancestor who embodied leadership in some form. Not just leaders of nations, but leaders of families, leaders of communities, leaders of ideas, and leaders of change. The flames flicker gently, as if greeting you. You walk slowly, feeling humbled and empowered at the same time. The hall's floor is polished stone that reflects your image. But as you look down, you don't see just yourself. You see countless faces layered behind yours, representing the lineage that walks within you. You understand that leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing, being guided, and being aligned with something bigger than yourself. You affirm, I am a leader. I am chosen. I am prepared by every generation before me. You reach the center of the hall where a pedestal stands. On it rests a glowing orb of golden light. This is the ancestral mantle of leadership, the symbolic representation of the purpose, responsibility, and strength your lineage trusts you with. You place your hands on the orb, and light shoots up your arms, filling your body with courage, decisiveness, and clarity. You stand taller, stronger, more certain of your role in this world. You speak with power. I am a leader guided by ancient wisdom. I walk with authority, purpose, and generational strength. My decisions are aligned with truth and integrity. As the hall fades into light, the mantle of leadership merges permanently with your energy. Nine. Healing the generational wounds through light. You enter a quiet room lit entirely by soft white light. The air is still, peaceful, and soothing. You notice a chair in the center, and as you sit, the light shifts, forming gentle waves that move toward you. These waves represent healing, not just for you, but for your lineage. You close your eyes and allow the light to flow into your body. It enters your lungs first, filling you with clarity and calmness. Then it travels into your heart, dissolving old emotional burdens, releasing fears that never belonged to you, and clearing inherited anxieties or patterns that may have lingered in your subconscious. The light moves slowly, patiently, lovingly. You inhale deeply, and with every breath, the light expands within you. You feel your shoulders relax, your mind quiet, and your chest open. You affirm, I am healing. I am releasing. I am transforming. I am free from all generational burdens that no longer serve my path. The light travels deeper, into your memories, into the spaces where old wounds were stored. But instead of pain, you feel compassion. Instead of heaviness, you feel liberation. You understand that acknowledging these wounds does not weaken you. It strengthens you. You are the chosen healer of your lineage. You are the cycle breaker. The light swirls around you, lifting weight after weight, layer after layer. You speak softly but firmly. I am the healing my ancestors prayed for. I am the release they longed for. I am the transformation that changes the future of my bloodline. The room becomes brighter until everything dissolves into pure radiance, leaving you renewed. The crown of worthiness rests upon you. You envision yourself standing in a magnificent hall adorned with golden columns and shimmering fabrics flowing gently from above. At the far end of the hall is a raised platform with a single object resting upon it, an ornate crown made of radiant light. This crown represents your worthiness, the understanding that you deserve every blessing, every opportunity, every form of abundance that aligns with your purpose. As you approach, the hall becomes silent. The air hums with sacred energy. You step onto the platform, and the crown rises into the air, moving slowly toward your head. You feel a warm vibration, not heavy, but empowering, like a wave of confidence settling into your spirit. When the crown touches your head, your entire body lights up. You feel worthy, capable, chosen, and powerful. You affirm, I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of purpose. I am worthy of joy, success, love, and expansion. You understand now that worthiness is not something earned. It is something recognized. Your ancestors always knew your value. Now you know it too. You stand tall, glowing from within, and speak, I am enough. I am deserving. I am crowned with the blessings of my lineage. I claim my rightful place in this world. The hall becomes brighter as the crown merges with your energy, becoming a permanent part of your identity. You walk with the confidence of 1,000 generations. You find yourself standing in a vast courtyard paved with ancient stone. The air vibrates with a dignified calmness, as if the very ground beneath you recognizes your presence. Surrounding the courtyard are tall pillars carved with intricate patterns, spirals, waves, and symbols that represent stories of triumph and resilience carried across generations. You begin walking slowly through the courtyard, and with each step, something extraordinary happens. The stone glows softly beneath your feet. You realize that every step forward is acknowledged, supported, and empowered by the ancestors who walk before you. Their strength rises through the ground, into your legs, and fills your entire body with unwavering confidence. You straighten your posture, lift your chin, and feel a powerful alignment within your spirit. You affirm, I am confident. I am supported. I am the embodiment of ancestral strength. As you continue walking, you notice figures of light appearing along the perimeter of the courtyard. These figures watch you with pride, not because of what you've achieved, but because of who you are becoming. Their presence enhances your confidence, not in an arrogant or inflated way, but in a grounded, unshakable way. You feel secure in your identity. You feel certain of your abilities. You feel aligned with a destiny that is bigger than anything you previously imagined. A warm breeze flows through the courtyard, swirling around you like a cloak of empowerment. You sense the message clearly. Confidence is not about pretending. It is about remembering. Remembering who you are. Remembering where you come from. Remembering the power moving through your veins. You breathe deeply and declare, I am unshakable. I am fearless. I am grounded in the confidence of countless generations. Every cell in your body vibrates with assurance. Every step forward becomes lighter and more purposeful. You leave the courtyard standing taller than before, infused with generational confidence that will follow you in every decision, every opportunity, and every challenge. The Garden of Abundance blossoms within you. You step into a radiant garden unlike anything you've ever seen. The air smells of blooming flowers, ripe fruit, and fresh earth. Vibrant colors cover the landscape, deep reds, glowing golds, emerald greens, and soft purples. This garden is not physical. It is a symbolic representation of the abundance living within your spirit. Everything here grows effortlessly because it is nourished by the ancestral blessings encoded in your being. You walk slowly through the garden, and as you touch the leaves and petals, they shimmer with light. You realize that these plants represent your desires, your financial goals, your dreams, your opportunities, and your blessings. Some plants are fully bloomed, representing blessings already received. Others are sprouting, representing blessings in progress. And some are seeds beneath the soil, representing blessings preparing to emerge. You kneel beside a radiant golden tree heavy with fruit. When you touch one of the fruits, you feel a surge of prosperity move through your hands and into your body. You affirm, I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am aligned with the growth of everything meant for me. You are guided deeper into the garden, where a shimmering pool reflects the sky above. You kneel beside it and gaze into the water. Instead of your current reflection, you see your highest self, wealthy, healthy, fulfilled, and living your purpose with ease. The reflection speaks without moving its lips, telling you that abundance is not something you acquire. It is something you cultivate from within. You place your hands in the water, and waves of manifestation energy ripple outward. Your desires align, your doubts dissolve, and your path forward becomes clearer. You speak with conviction. I am the garden of abundance. I am fertile soil for wealth, opportunities, and miracles. Everything I touch grows. Everything I focus on expands. When you rise, the entire garden glows brighter, responding to your vibration. You walk out knowing abundance is already yours. You rise into the highest vision of yourself. You stand at the base of a massive staircase made of shimmering crystal. Each step glows with a different color, representing a different aspect of your highest self: discipline, clarity, passion, purpose, joy, love, intuition, wealth, wisdom, and freedom. The staircase rises high into the clouds, and although it appears long, you feel no fear. Instead, you feel excited, motivated, and ready. You place your foot on the first step, and an immediate rush of clarity flows into you. You feel aligned and focused. You take the next step, and a surge of passion ignites in your chest. On the next step, confidence floods your spirit. Each step brings you deeper into your highest potential, activating qualities that have always lived within you, waiting for you to tap into them. As you climb, you affirm, I am rising. I am evolving. I am stepping boldly into the fullest expression of who I am meant to be. When you reach the top of the staircase, you step onto a platform surrounded by clouds of radiant light. In front of you stands a magnificent version of yourself, your higher self. They radiate wisdom, peace, confidence, and abundance. You walk toward them, and they open their arms, merging with you in a burst of light. You feel the integration immediately. You feel complete, expanded, and powerful. You speak with deep certainty. I am aligned with my highest self. I embody my greatest potential. I am the fullest expression of my destiny. The light settles into your body, making you unstoppable. Embracing the wisdom of your ancestral teachers. You enter a circular room filled with ancient scrolls, glowing books, and floating symbols. This is the library of ancestors, the place where generational knowledge is stored. The walls are lined with shelves that stretch infinitely upward, filled with the experiences, lessons, and teachings from those who came before you. In the center of the room sits a large table, and as you approach, books open themselves automatically to the pages you need most. You sit, placing your hands on the glowing scripts, and instantly feel wisdom entering your mind. Knowledge about your path, your gifts, your challenges, and your potential. You understand that you were never meant to navigate life alone or blindly. You were meant to access the wisdom of your lineage. You affirm, I am guided by ancient knowledge. I am open to receive ancestral wisdom. I am a vessel of insight and clarity. The symbols floating in the air begin to rotate around you, entering your mind as visions, ideas, and messages. You feel your understanding deepen. You see solutions to challenges that once seemed complicated. You gain clarity on decisions that once felt overwhelming. You feel yourself becoming more intelligent, more intuitive, and more aligned. You rise from the table with gratitude, knowing you can return here anytime. You speak with assurance. I am wise. I am guided. I am supported by the knowledge of thousands who came before me. Standing fully in your power. You find yourself in the center of a vast arena made entirely of light. Thousands of beams shine toward you, representing the attention, support, and energy of your lineage. You feel no pressure, only empowerment. These lights are not judging you. They are amplifying you. You walk toward the center, where a glowing platform rises from the floor. When you step onto it, the entire arena ignites with brilliance. Your ancestors cheer, not with sound, but with waves of energy that surge into your body. You inhale deeply and affirm, I am powerful. I am capable. I am ready. A sphere of golden light descends from above, entering your chest. It expands outward, filling your arms, legs, mind, and spirit. You feel grounded like the earth, strong like fire, focused like air, and fluid like water. All four elements merge within you, creating a state of perfect balance and unstoppable power. You speak with absolute certainty. I am the embodiment of power, purpose, and potential. Nothing can limit me. Nothing can stop me. I rise fully into my greatness. The arena shines brighter as you step forward, powerful, confident, and aligned with destiny. Reclaiming the gifts that were meant for you. You stand before a magnificent vault carved into the side of a mountain. The stone is ancient, marked with symbols representing knowledge, wealth, healing, talents, intuition, and the blessings meant for your lineage. You feel a deep sense of recognition, as though you've returned to a place your spirit has always known. This vault holds the gifts passed through generations. Some received, some forgotten, some blocked, and some waiting patiently for you to claim them. As you place your hand on the door, It glows in response. The vault opens effortlessly, welcoming you. You step inside and find a massive chamber illuminated with warm golden light. Shelves line the walls, each filled with radiant orbs, scrolls, tools, and glowing objects that hum softly with energy. Each object is one of your inherited gifts. You walk toward a floating orb that pulses with a steady rhythm. This is your gift of intuition. When you place your hands on it, you feel a surge of inner knowing fill your mind. You see the truth behind situations, recognize the right direction, and hear the voice of clarity within you. You affirm, I am intuitive. I am guided. I trust the wisdom within me. Next, you reach for a scroll shimmering with vibrant colors. When you open it, images of creativity fill your mind, visions, ideas, art, innovation. You feel your creative gifts awaken with strength and ease. You declare, I am creative. I am expressive. I am gifted with limitless imagination. Another object calls to you, a golden box. When you lift the lid, a warm wind flows out, wrapping around your body like a comforting embrace. This is the gift of healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. You feel the power to restore yourself and uplift others. You speak with certainty, I am a healer. I am whole. I am aligned with perfect well-being. You continue exploring, reclaiming gifts of communication, leadership, discipline, prosperity, self-love, courage, and spiritual insight. You take only the gifts meant for you, but you take them fully. With each one, your energy grows brighter, stronger, more powerful. You leave the vault glowing with your inherited mastery and declare, I am reclaiming all that is mine. I am empowered by the gifts of my lineage. I rise with everything meant for me. The Throne of Divine Alignment. You walk into a majestic hall built of white marble and crystal. Sunlight pours through high windows, illuminating the room with brilliance. At the center stands a throne, not a symbol of ego or dominance, but of alignment, responsibility, and purpose. This throne is the seat of your true self, the place where you embody your power without shrinking or apologizing. You approach slowly, feeling the sacredness of the moment. The throne glows softly as you near it, recognizing your energy. You run your hand along its smooth surface, feeling ancient strength flowing beneath your fingertips. You know that sitting in this throne means accepting who you truly are, without doubt, without fear, without hesitation. You take a deep breath and sit. The moment you do, a wave of energy rises through your spine. Your posture aligns perfectly. Your breath deepens. Your mind clears. Your heart expands. You feel a profound connection between your physical self, your spiritual self, and your ancestral self. All parts of you merge into unity. You affirm, I am aligned. I am centered. I am seated in my rightful power. The hall responds to you. Light intensifies. The air vibrates with your energy. You see visions forming around you. Visions of the life you are creating, the purpose you are fulfilling, and the abundance you are stepping into. You witness your future self standing confidently, moving with clarity, speaking with authority, and living with intention. Your ancestors appear behind the throne, forming a semicircle of shimmering light. They place their hands on your shoulders, offering guidance, protection, and approval. You feel their strength merging with your own. You speak with certainty. I sit confidently in my destiny. I am aligned with divine purpose. I act with clarity, truth, and power. The throne becomes part of your energy, anchoring you in your highest alignment. Activating your ancestral inner fire. You stand inside a stone chamber illuminated by a single flame suspended in midair. This flame burns without fuel and has burned for thousands of years. It represents the inner fire your ancestors carried, the fire of passion, determination, motivation, discipline, and resilience. This fire is the reason your lineage survived. Now it is your turn to ignite it within yourself. You step closer to the floating flame. It flickers gently, as if recognizing your presence, and grows brighter. You feel waves of heat, not physical heat, but spiritual warmth, radiating from it. You extend your hands toward the flame, and it reaches toward you as well. When your palms meet the light, the flame multiplies into dozens of smaller flames that surround you. They begin circling your body, forming a vortex of radiant fire. You feel activation happening in your chest, your stomach, your spine, and your mind. You affirm, I am ignited. I am motivated. I am driven by ancient passion. The flames move into your body, settling into your core. Your spirit awakens with intensity. You feel unstoppable, determined, focused, energized. This is the fire that pushes you through challenges, fuels your ambitions, and empowers you to rise again and again. You speak with power. I am the fire of my lineage. I am disciplined, determined, and destined for greatness. My inner fire burns bright and guides me toward my purpose. The chamber fills with golden sparks as the fire becomes a permanent part of your essence. You become a magnet for miracles. You step into a vast, open field under a starlit sky. The stars are unusually bright, so bright they illuminate the ground. They shimmer, twinkle, and pulse with energy. You feel magnetized by their glow, as though the universe is paying special attention to you. You raise your hands toward the sky, and the stars respond, sending beams of light down toward you. Each beam carries a different frequency of blessing, wealth, healing, clarity, opportunities, breakthroughs, divine timing, protection, and expansion. As the light streams down, it enters your palms and merges with your energy. You affirm, I am a magnet for miracles. I am open to receive blessings in all forms. I attract everything aligned with my highest good. The stars pulse again, sending another wave of energy toward you. This time, the light spreads through your entire body, creating a magnetic field around you. You feel yourself becoming magnetic, your aura glowing, your spirit expanding. You sense that the universe is aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities in your favor. You see visions of miracles happening effortlessly, unexpected blessings, opportunities opening, solutions appearing, wealth increasing, and doors unlocking. You understand that miracles are not random. They are attracted to your energy. You declare with confidence, I am aligned with abundance. I am attracting success. I am calling miracles into my life every day. The starlit field glows brighter, sealing your magnetism. You claim the destiny written for you. You stand before a massive book floating in the air, its cover shimmering with gold and silver. This is the book of your destiny, a record of your highest potential, your divine purpose, and every blessing meant for your lifetime. The book opens on its own, revealing pages filled with radiant light instead of written words. You step closer, and the light flows into your chest, filling you with clarity. You see visions, your future, your impact, your abundance, your growth, your fulfillment. You recognize this truth deeply. Your destiny is not a mystery. It is encoded within you. You place your hand on the open page, and your entire body lights up. You affirm, I am chosen. I am destined. I am aligned with the life written for me. The visions become more vivid. You see yourself thriving, succeeding, expanding, and achieving your soul's purpose. You see your ancestors standing behind you, guiding you. You feel the universe aligning every step you take. You speak with certainty and conviction. I claim my destiny. I accept my purpose. I walk boldly into the life I was created to live. The book closes gently, but its energy remains within you forever. You align with the rhythm of divine timing. You stand in an ancient clock tower illuminated with soft golden light. The gears move not with mechanical ticking, but with a gentle hum that vibrates through the air like a sacred chant. The entire room pulses with a rhythm that feels both cosmic and familiar. You instantly recognize it. This is the rhythm of divine timing. This is the flow your ancestors trusted, the flow they moved with, the flow that guided their steps through challenges and triumphs. In the center of the tower is a radiant pendulum made of pure energy. It swings slowly and gracefully, cutting through time itself. As it moves, the air shifts and sparkles, revealing glimpses of events aligning perfectly, opportunities arriving exactly when needed, connections forming effortlessly, blessings unfolding with precision. You walk toward the pendulum, and when you touch its glowing surface, everything inside you calibrates. Your energy syncs with the universe, your breath becomes steady, and your mind becomes calm. You affirm, I am aligned with divine timing. Everything unfolds for me exactly as it should. Suddenly, the tower expands into a panoramic view of your life's timeline. You see moments behind you and moments ahead, all connected by threads of light. You recognize that nothing was ever delayed. Everything happened in perfect sync with your growth, readiness, and evolution. The pendulum glows brighter, sending waves of energy through your body. The sensation is soothing, reassuring, and empowering. You feel yourself surrendering, not out of passivity, but out of trust. You trust the timing of your blessings, the timing of your opportunities, the timing of your breakthroughs, the timing of your expansion. You declare, I am patient. I am prepared. I trust the flow of my destiny. What is meant for me arrives right on time. The clock tower hums louder, sealing your alignment with perfect timing. The ancestral energy of wealth awakens in you. You enter a dimly lit chamber adorned with golden symbols etched into the walls. As you walk deeper, the symbols begin to glow, illuminating pathways of prosperity, success, and financial elevation. The air feels warm, rich, and vibrating with abundance. At the center of the room is a large bowl overflowing with shimmering liquid gold, flowing like water, but glowing like sunlight. This liquid represents the wealth your ancestors accumulated not only through material means, but through wisdom, labor, skills, creativity, innovation, resilience, and survival. It is wealth in its truest form, the capacity to create, attract, and sustain prosperity. You kneel beside the bowl and dip your hands into the glowing gold. It is warm but not hot, smooth but not slippery. As it flows through your fingers, it transforms into light and enters your hands, arms, and chest, filling your entire body with financial confidence and magnetic prosperity. You affirm, I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am aligned with my ancestral abundance. A pillar of gold rises from the bowl and encircles you. You feel old blocks dissolving, scarcity, fear, limitation, doubt. You feel new patterns emerging, trust, gratitude, expansion, wisdom, confidence. This wealth is not unstable or temporary. It is grounded, ancient, and designed to grow. You see visions of yourself succeeding financially, making wise decisions, attracting opportunities, managing wealth responsibly, and building generational security. You sense your ancestors celebrating, acknowledging that you are continuing the legacy they began. You speak with conviction. I am a vessel of abundance. I attract wealth naturally. I honor my lineage through prosperity and growth. The liquid gold sinks into your spirit, awakening the financial inheritance meant for your lifetime. The healing waters restore your mind and emotions. You arrive at the edge of a vast lake filled with water that glows in shades of blue, turquoise, and silver. The surface is completely still, reflecting the sky like a mirror. This is not ordinary water. This is the ancestral water of emotional and mental restoration. It is designed to heal your thoughts, soothe your emotions, and purify your inner world. You walk into the lake slowly. The water rises to your ankles, then your knees, then your waist. Each step feels lighter than the last. The water wraps around you like a soft blanket, dissolving tension, releasing emotional burdens, and quieting the noise of daily life. You lean back and allow yourself to float. The water holds you effortlessly, supporting you the way your ancestors supported each other through every trial. As you float, the water begins to glow brighter, infusing your mind with clarity, peace, and stillness. You affirm, I am healed. I am calm. I am emotionally and mentally restored. Wave after wave moves through you, releasing anxiety, dissolving stress, and clearing old patterns that have lingered too long. You feel forgiveness entering your heart, not just forgiveness for others, but forgiveness for yourself. You feel compassion. You feel lightness. You feel renewed. The water carries memories of emotional strength within your lineage, the resilience they held, the hope they nurtured, the peace they cultivated even in hardship. This strength becomes yours now. You speak softly but firmly. I am emotionally strong. I am mentally clear. I am free, healed, and aligned with peace. As you rise from the water, droplets fall away like old worries leaving your body. You step onto the shore transformed. You expand into limitless possibility. You stand in an open desert under a sky overflowing with stars. The air is warm, quiet, and still. As you look upward, the stars begin to move, aligning themselves into patterns that form doorways made of light. Each doorway represents a different possibility, dreams you've imagined, dreams you've forgotten, and dreams you haven't yet discovered. A glowing path forms before you. As you walk along it, the doorways widen and brighten. Each step forward expands your reality, your mind, your opportunities, your perception of what is possible. You feel yourself growing larger inside, expanding into new levels of faith, potential, and capability. You affirm, I am limitless. I am expanding. I am open to infinite possibilities. A specific doorway calls to you. Its glow is golden, warm, and inviting. Inside, you see versions of your life that feel both familiar and extraordinary. Successes that seem just beyond reach, opportunities that spark excitement, and achievements that make your spirit soar. You realize these are not fantasies. They are possibilities waiting for your permission to manifest. You step through the doorway, and the world around you transforms into a landscape of pure potential. You see trails of light extending in every direction, paths you can choose at any time. You speak boldly. I am capable of more than I have ever imagined. I choose expansion. I choose greatness. I choose possibility. The landscape brightens, affirming your readiness. You harmonize with your highest self and purpose. You enter a grand hall filled with soft white light. At the center stands a mirror taller than you, framed in gold and carved with symbols of transformation and evolution. But when you look into the mirror, you do not see your current reflection. You see the highest version of yourself. This version of you radiates confidence, wisdom, wealth, health, clarity, and purpose. Their eyes glow with peace. Their posture exudes power. Their presence feels sacred. As you move closer, the reflection steps forward as well, until you are face to face with the fullest expression of your destiny. You place your hand on the mirror, and the reflection places their hand against yours. A surge of energy flows between you, warm, bright, and expansive. You affirm, I am one with my highest self. I embody my true purpose. The reflection begins to merge with you, slowly dissolving the barrier between your current self and your highest expression. You feel your mindset shift, your energy elevate, your identity expand. You feel ready to step into the version of yourself you have always known you could be. You speak with deep certainty. I am aligned with my purpose. I am living as my highest self. I walk with authenticity, clarity, and power. The mirror glows intensely before fading into pure light. You are left standing fully harmonized with your highest identity.